I'm Tracy Schmield and I'm Director of the Lyle Centre. My area of research is marine geoscience, so I'm very interested in looking at the impacts of humans on the marine environment, particularly looking at pollutants and how they're redistributed.
My name is Tom Wagner and I'm a professor in Earth System Sciences at Heriot Watt University. My area of research is about carbon-climate relationships, and I'm working on different scales, both temporal and spatial. So perturbations of our climate and the impact on the environment vary locally, all the way to very large scale. So the connection, for example, between the land and the deep ocean. My research takes place globally. So I work a lot on marine environments and also rock records from the marine environment, from deep oceans. So that is globally. I work on rock archives from the geological past from the ocean. My focal area is the Atlantic Ocean, especially the equatorial Atlantic region. And I work a lot on land, and here I focus on tropical rainforests.
My research takes place both in the laboratory to do the analysis, but I go out all over the world to take samples and to understand the environments that the impacts are taking place. When we go into the laboratory, we have to use quite specialised instrumentation because we're looking at very, very small amounts of pollutants. It might be lead, it might be mercury, and we use these instruments to get the tiniest amounts, so 1 part per billion.
My name is Michael Kaiser. I'm Professor of Fisheries Conservation at the Lyle Centre. My research focuses on seafood sustainability, specifically how we produce fish from the activities associated with trawling. Trawling has other secondary environmental effects associated with it, and so my research is focused on understanding what the consequences of these effects are and how it might affect sustainability going forward. Most of our research occurs on a wide variety of different platforms. For example, we often find ourselves working at sea with fishermen on their vessels, or alternatively we might be on a research vessel. We then collect our samples either from nets or from different sampling devices and then process them in laboratories either at sea or back here at the Lyle Centre in Edinburgh.
Collaboration actually happens in the Lyle Centre through very, very intense and also very strategic collaboration with the British Geological Surveys and their scientists. At the same time, we are reaching out into the university. So the Lyle Centre is the gel between the BGS and actually the university. We are creating something new by working together and developing new areas of research, and also understanding that new technologies are important to create innovation. And we're putting a lot of effort into creative new solutions by pushing boundaries in, for example, analytical facilities. The future looks very difficult but not hopeless, and we need to join together and understand the responsibility to somehow tackle these big challenges. And the secret is, which we try to bring together in the Lyle in this new partnership, to use interdisciplinary research where people with very different backgrounds join together towards one big goal, one big challenge. And that's, in a nutshell, what we're trying to achieve and to set up over the next decades to come.